how important this digital marketing skill is for a student to have.
Today, digital marketing has become the basic. About 10 years back, launching a Google search ad was a skill set that people were seeking support for. But today it is not anymore. Facebook is saying you just plug in your credit card, put up your ad communication, I will take care of the target. Tell me what is the goal. This is the kind of automation that they're bringing in. Knowing digital marketing is no more a differentiator. What we prefer for hiring, having a full stack performance marketer.
Where do the lead generation comes in?
Every place lead generation is definitely needed. Doing a lead generation is no more a greater achievement. Industry is moving from calculating a cost per lead to a cost per valid lead and cost per closure.
Like how important is the communication skill for the digital marketer out there?
I think today communication stands on top. It helps deliver the clarity of thought. If you want to use ChatGPTs or Midjourney, you have to give a prompt. Going forward, digital marketers and performance marketers' career and life is revolving around these AI tools.
Is it going to affect any of the digital marketing jobs?
It might definitely. Consider AI as your best friend and together raise your benchmark. But if you compete with AI, a wrong way to look at, all that one has to do is master the AI in their own space. So even for a prompt engineer, he has to be a subject matter expert.
SEO or Google Ads?
Google Ads.
Lead generation or conversion campaign?
Lead generation.
Okay, digital marketing or performance marketing?
Performance marketing.
Okay, digital Medha or other candidates?
Definitely digital Medha.
Hello everyone, welcome to Achievers Arena episode 3. Today we have a very inspiring guest, Sharath Chandra. Coming from a BTech background, he started his journey as performance analyst to becoming a CEO and co-founder of 3DM agency. He has helped over 250 clients globally to boost their online presence and sale. So let's get inspired and learn from his journey. So hi Sharath.
Hi Ishmika.
How are you?
All good. Thanks for having me today.
Thanks for coming here. We are excited to learn more from you.
Same here. Excited to share my experiences in however way it helps.
So you coming from a BTech background, now being a co-founder and CEO. So how has been the journey so far?
The journey has been a roller coaster, I must say. It's been about 8 years that we are in this space, and we've been evolving, growing steadily ever since. Currently, we are operating from about 3 cities, Hyderabad being our major headquarters, and we have our operations in Bangalore and also in Toronto a bit happening in Canada. Firstly, the idea of establishing an agency happened because I was working in an agency. I started off my career working at an agency. My first client that I worked on were Lenovo. I was working for Colombia and Mexico regions. I was writing ads in Spanish language and setting up Google search ads for them. And right after that, I happened to start working at the product level. For about 1.5 years, I was a part of Google ILCS team where we were handling the biggest accounts of Google, and helping in a different perspective. And post that, I was working with an Australian agency, which is right now on the top 3 lists, called Web Savvy. So I was a strategist there. I had a small team sitting out in Philippines, and we were handling a different genre of clients. So if you see three things particularly for me particularly, in my first agency, the mindset was majorly on how as an advertiser, how as an agency can we give more benefit in terms of ROI by optimizing the spend and giving the leverage on the returns, right? Now the second step has been at the product side. So I'm from the Google side right now. Yes. I'm thinking of how I need to motivate the advertiser to spend more. Here it was spending, how do I spend less and give more returns? Here it was about identifying opportunities of how do I spend more. In the third company, it was an Australian agency, so the cultural difference was also there definitely. In the third company, all the accounts that I was working were majorly on lead generation basis. The first company was majorly aligned to e-com, the second company was around e-com, but the third company was around lead generations, right? So these 3 experiences together has given me a lot of experience to understand, and has built me a perspective that, what are the different ways on how and why people reach out for a digital support, and how businesses achieve a certain goal through their digital mediums, right? So yeah, that has given me a great core of understanding. And post that is when we started looking at what's happening in the Indian market. Definitely a bunch of friends, all of us, we were always constantly on this discussion of what's happening. And that is when exactly Flipkart, Myntra, all of them were popping into Indian ecosystem. So you can order your favorite T-shirt right at your home.
Yes.
So today it's no more a big surprise, but back in those days, definitely 8 years back, it was definitely a comfort and convenience that these brands have created, and that was actually getting in. So the India was getting prepared for the digital evolution. That's my reading according to that. And also definitely from the government side, a lot of Make in India movements have started happening, and a lot of brands started coming in. So exactly what brands that have started popping up in India right at that moment, like Flipkart, Myntra, Snapdeal, Shopclues, and brands like this, I have seen similar kind of brands evolving to a much bigger level in my previous experience, right? But in a different region. So it was more concentrated on North America region. The clients I was working on were extremely skewed towards North America and Canada, that market, and the other part was on the Australian market. So then that is the whole seed to think of, okay, can we do something for the Indian market? We've got this experience, can we not try? And at 25, right? So almost at 25, this thought was happening. So coming to the journey, me and my co-founder Navneet, we were 25 years old. And with that mindset of starting of something on our own and trying to establish something, that's the thought of how we arrived at coming up with the company and taking it forward. And ever since, there have been a lot of learnings, a lot of failures, which in a way has given us a lot of learnings, helped us to move one step at a time, one step at a time. So we started off with maybe I think about 2 employees, and us being the major core. And from there, right now we are a team of close to 65-70 members, working from 3 cities. And
okay, so take a risk, but with the cautious and
yes,
value
absolutely.
and
Always take a risk with a calculation. So always a
Calculation, yes.
calculative risk is fairly something that will not make you, go too steep down.
Okay. So as you said, you have been working with different companies and different countries as well. So what differences do you see among them and our Indian market?
Here, what happened when we started off is, since digital was a new picture that is getting into the market and businesses started adapting, anything under the ecosystem of digital was considered being done by the agency. But when I was working back then, and I look at North American clients there and right now, or Australian clients right now, or Canada clients right now, they have a very clear picture. So for example, if they're coming to us for let's say SEO, it sticks to SEO. There are certain KPIs that we define. It gets evaluated, and that's where it stays. But with the evolving Indian market, what happened is, with the evolving business owners mindset also on putting digital as one of their media mix, as a part of their promotional channel, and understanding digital a little more in detail, a lot of things were in gray. From an issue on Google My Business listing, to a phone number being wrong on their Google Maps, to a chatbot on the website going wrong, or the server throwing a 404 error, or their Facebook account getting suspended, to anything, right? So everything looked for them as digital. Right?
Okay.
But now, glad that there's a lot of evolution happened. Post COVID, the transition has been extremely upturn. So now there's a lot more clarity from the business side on what to seek from the agency, and that is also reason why we segmented ourselves, and we have pivoted from being a digital marketing agency to a performance marketing agency right now. So that's the pivot that we have taken right after COVID, because COVID has taught us, what's our strength, and we understood performance marketing is our core strength, and we felt let's amplify on our core strength, and not just spread into everything of digital, because digital is a huge ocean on itself. Yeah, if you want to go deep, right, you have to choose something and then go deeper. So we chose to be on the performance side.
Marketing. And as you said, now you guys are focusing more on performance marketing. So how is it like different from digital marketing?
There is definitely a good amount of difference in digital marketing to performance marketing. But to simply put it, performance marketing is an evolution of digital marketing. It is a mindset again. So performance marketing majorly deals with KPIs. It has your everything around, from your social media management to SEOs to content writing to website management to your reputation management. Everything is a part of digital marketing, right? Performance marketing is a part of digital marketing, but is a special section in that. For example, performance marketing deals heavily with the ads, with the paid advertising. So paid advertising is also part of digital marketing, right? So if you see it, it's a bigger umbrella. Under that umbrella, a specific skewed specialty sector is performance marketing, right? Which is evolving right now extremely. If you've seen the recent 2 Shark Tanks of India also, the sharks have started asking every business owner who's coming to present there specifically about what's your budget in performance marketing, right? Because I think it is understood that digital marketing being done by a business is a yes invariably, right? It's a yes any which way. And what are you doing on top of it? So if you're doing a performance marketing, that means you're trying to put a KPI and starting to drive your business with that KPI and trying to achieve that KPI through performance marketing, right?
So can you tell us about some success stories with performance marketing for your companies or clients?
So we had a client who was into nutraceuticals. So they were typically selling vitamin C, multivitamin. So they were very active on Amazon, on Cred, on other 1mg and other platforms. These are all typically called marketplaces, right? So the brand was active on marketplaces. Typically what e-commerce looks at is, that's the first step, because the demand is sitting there. You first try and get your 1,000 to 10,000 clients through marketplaces. That's when your brand has got into the market, and that's when you start building a better loyal customers through your website and other things. So for this brand, the challenge was the sale was completely happening through marketplaces, but the sale was absolutely close to zero from the website. Right? So this is when, basis our audit, we understood, okay, this is a gap that we can fill in. And then we went back to them. We said, okay, we want to take this challenge and help you build a good set of customers with a very good ROI from generated through your website and through your platforms, which is also parallelly when their marketplaces are actively happening, right? So that was the challenge that we had. And then we started going into the market by setting up. The first thing that we've done is looked into the website, understood how are the product pages, are they aligned with the conversion optimization algos and all of that, and we quickly fixed that up. And then we started looking at what communications can we do to ensure these are translated into sale. So the first month the aim also that we had, the first month we've just projected saying we will do a 0.5x of returns. So if you're spending, let's say 1 lakh rupees, we will try and generate 50,000 rupees of sale. So which is a 50% loss, right? Because the first month we will have to understand if even a sale is happening. A lot of checklist is there to understand if the website is functioning well, if the payment gateways are functioning well. Are these steps comfortable for a customer who's coming? Is the journey shorter enough to make a purchase happen? All of this, everything. And are we targeting right? Is this product, can this product be purchased through the website? Is that customer mindset and behavior already existing in the market or not? A lot of things to check. So that was the first month. But by the 8th month, we started hitting a 6x ROI. Right? So, and we have also scaled the spends. So when the month 1 pilot happens, we do it with lesser spends. So we started off with 2 lakh rupees spend, and then we have scaled it up to about 35 lakh rupees spend, yielding at least 2 crores of business per month. Again, everything constantly generated through the website, right? Now, again, we have put a lot of layers here. We through this process, we understood a certain section of people are willing to directly complete their purchase on the website. We introduced WhatsApp automations, a lot of things to ensure the community is built, the communication is going straight to the target customer. Our understanding of where are these customers buying from. There's a lot of surprising things that we have understood. A lot of metro population, because it's a pan-India spread that we were doing. A lot of metro population was easily doing a transaction through the website, but for tier 2, tier 3, which we were targeting, they were not willing to finish the purchase, right? So that's when we understood another segment here, that firstly, supplements are something that are not prescribed by the doctors. So these are something that is it's a precaution, right? It's a good to have things if you understand and you want to have. But for example, I have this question: if I have vitamin D deficiency, now when do I take vitamin D? Is it after food, before food? When is it more better? Is it in the morning or during the night? So I have this basic question, right? But I don't have anybody to answer to this question. Now, if I don't have the answer to this question, now how do I go and make a purchase when I don't know how to use it? Correct? So this is something that the team has understood. And then we quickly started putting up the ads and communication saying, get a free consultation with our Ayurvedic expert.
That's amazing.
Right. So, and then a lot of people started subscribing to get these calls done. And over the calls, they were sharing, whatever are their issues and ailments that they have. And the expert started suggesting. And right after that, the teams have followed up on how the payment needs to be made. So fairly 40% of the business was happening on the website. The completion, direct sale happening on the website. But the rest 60% was happening through the WhatsApp. So this 60% majority section was from tier 2, tier 3 who wanted the reassurance on how and when to use this particular product, and once that heads up is given, they're comfortable to make the payment. Maybe when we started, they had about 2 or 3 support team, but then by the end of 8th month to 12th month, they started having 15 to 20 people in the support team, because to address these calls, so we started doing a lot of call ads. And when this gap was understood, it started giving incredible returns, because right after a call, every time the conversion percentage was a lot higher, unlike in the website, where we don't have a control over what is going on in the customer's mind. We cannot read it while they are on the website, but at least over a call, it could have understood. And the repeat purchases definitely used to happen again back on the website. So we use this strategy more like the top funnel strategy.
That was so amazing, like going from 50,000 to doing 2 crores business in a month. We also want to know the wonders 3DM has been doing for other sectors.
The other major sector that we are extremely concentrated on is real estate. Back then, Narsingi today is a hotspot in Hyderabad, but back in those days, about 5-6 years back, Narsingi was not fairly known. So for that particular project, What we have done is we have understood, we've again everything from the insights and reading the analytics. Once we started doing the campaigns and all of that, we went back to the builder in a review meeting. We started understanding who are the people who are currently purchasing, right? So we understood that the current people who are purchasing are majorly the IT audience, somebody from Microsoft, Qualcomm, Google, Facebook, Amazon, and these are the people who are majorly who are purchased right now. So that is what they have said. This was one insight that we had. So now what we've done is we've picked up 15 to 20 top companies which had considerable volume of employees at a mid-level and higher mid-level, and majorly operating from Hyderabad. And we started putting our ads saying exclusive offer. For the ad said everything, right? So whatever 2 and 3 BHK starting from so and so, this is the location, so many amenities, etc., etc. But the ad or the headlines were dynamic. We everything said. For example, you are a Qualcomm employee. We put ads targeting the employees of Qualcomm to see the ad saying exclusive offer to Qualcomm employee. And when you click on the ad on the landing page also, you will see that this is an ad exclusive offer to Qualcomm employees. Now, if that's a customization that we've gotten about 5-6 years back. Now, this was a definite surprise element, right? So, for example, if I tell you that this is a special offer for this particular your company employees only, you will feel special.
Yes, I will. I was about to say I would feel special.
Correct, and you would want to know what is that all about, right? So that is how we've done. So we've done this dynamic targeting, very specific targeting, because we can find this kind of targeting to happen on Meta, on LinkedIn majorly. So we targeted this push platforms to target people who are the employees of specific companies, and the landing page is dynamically behaving as per their current companies, and the ads also specifically targeting and talking to them. The details remain same, but just this offer of calling out saying, special offer for you, for Qualcomm employees, for Google employees. This is how we started doing it, and that was a super hit because in real estate the volumes, if they come in, it's definitely a lot of incremental revenue that comes in. And this particular case study we've presented at multiple forums, and we've also got awards for this customization and dynamic insertions that we have done. So yeah, that was one case study.
That was so smart and amazing. I learned a lot. See, now suppose I have a business, okay, but where should I start from for making people aware? So should I just go for performance marketing, or should I start from the base on social media platform, Google advertisement and all?
The first thing that needs to start happening is the PR. Right? Is awareness majorly. So start making people talk about your product typically, or start displaying that people are talking about your product.
How?
So this is through awareness campaign. So when you typically look at a funnel, the top funnel is always the awareness. So you choose platforms basis awareness, and the basic of marketing is push and pull.
Yes.
Right? And digital also is the same. These platforms are also bifurcated in push and pull mechanism. Your Meta, your YouTubes are push platform. You're not expecting to see this ad, but you're seeing that ad. So I am pushing my ad to you to see it. But Google, on the other hand, you want something and you're searching for it, and I am showing it to you. So it's a pull mechanism. So push and pull typically functions that way. So the top funnel is always with awareness and a lot of push kind of objectives and platforms and placements. That's how you need to choose. So you start building awareness to your particular product, go to the market with that awareness, and start building the mid funnel and bottom funnel. And you typically see a inverted pyramid structure, right? That's how the funnel functions. So your top funnel needs to be a little broader. Your mid funnel has to be a derivative of your top funnel, and your bottom funnel is a derivative of your mid funnel. And you need to very clearly define what communication goes into the top funnel, which platforms are you choosing, which placements are you choosing. And your mid funnel, like I said, is a derivative of your top funnel. For example, if you have put up about 5-6 different ads with 1 minute length, which are awareness based, educating people on something, you clearly track on how many people have watched more than 30 seconds of your ad.
Okay.
And to them particularly, start showing your mid funnel. So in the mid funnel, start showcasing your product. That is how a business also needs to start. The starting point always is with the awareness. Understand who is your target audience, where are they active, what are they consuming, and basis that you start reaching out to them.
Okay, like from all this experience of your marketing in every area wise, there are few small businesses and all. So if they want to make their online present with a tight budget, how can they do it?
One main thing is to understand what they want to achieve uh, for the business. So my suggestion for local businesses, right, is not to get fancy about social media and different other things, but rather start with Google. Start majorly with Google search, because Google search usually gives the highest qualification leads, because the intent of the user is a lot higher here. I am coming and searching for a dosa batter company around me, or a dosa batter company in Kukatpalli, right? So for me, the intent is high, and if I find a result, I will be able to reach out to them, and the conversion probability is a lot higher, right? So, but if you look at Facebook and Meta with small budgets, you will be like spraying in the dark. There's no focus that's going there. So, if you ask me, for a smaller local business to start with, Google My Business ads and Google search ads are the way to go. And if possible, if there's a possibility of managing a small set of database over the period with building, start a small WhatsApp automation.
Okay.
So these three are easy to handle, very light on budget, but extremely effective when you look at on the efficiency level. So that is what I would suggest for them.
Now, like how important this digital marketing skill is for student to have, like should they have other skills, and like digital marketing skill should be like a basic skill everyone should have.
Today, digital marketing has become the basic.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
Launching a Google search ad was a skill set that people were seeking support for, typically, right? But today it is not anymore, right? Anything that you want to do on digital, you watch a couple of videos on YouTube and you are able to do it. And at the product level, from Google side, Meta side, LinkedIn side, Twitter side, there are huge R&D teams who are working to make the advertiser journey a lot easier. Previously, to set up an ad, it was a big task. But today, to run an ad, you just have to plug in your credit card and then it gets running. You just have to set up the campaigns and targetings and all of that. Tomorrow, the future to this is, you don't even already we are already seeing a lot of campaigns which are coming with automations. Right? So Facebook is saying, you just plug in your credit card, put up your ad communication, I will take care of the targeting. You just tell me what is the goal, right? This is the kind of automation that they're bringing in. So in this kind of a scenario, knowing digital marketing is no more a differentiator. Today, for an agency like ours, what we prefer for hiring is having a full stack performance marketer. Full stack performance marketer is the demand that we are also looking for. So gone are those days where somebody is just an expert of social media ads. Now today, that I don't think that will do the cut. What is needed right now for agencies typically like us is having a full stack performance marketer, somebody who's fully aware of all these platforms, because all of these places, they are trying to automate a lot more, which means they're reducing a lot of your work, which means it is the differentiator or the delta that can be created is on the strategy but not on the execution anymore.
So where do the lead generation comes in place?
In every place, lead generation is definitely needed.
Yes.
But the catch here is, doing a lead generation is no more a greater achievement. doing a lead generation which also materializes for the business or for the client. That's the whole catch today, because that's why the industry is moving from calculating a cost per lead to a cost per valid lead and cost per closure. So even in performance marketing, this is what it brings in, the mindset of looking till the last mile. What happens to your lead after it is being generated? Does it goes and sit in a CRM or a lead management system? What happens in the lead management system? How is the customer interacted? The moment a lead comes in, is a welcome message going to them over an email and a WhatsApp? And right after a call, are the greetings going to the lead that who has inquired for? Are the reminders going automatically? So everything, even the user experience post the lead is come in, matters a lot more today to ensure the conversion happens.
Okay.
And all of this is part of performance marketing today. So you always have to think from a solution standpoint, and then start arriving at strategy on how do you meet that particular business goal.
Okay. So other than performance marketing, what like marketing hiring candidate more for, like SEO or Google Ads or what?
There's a lot of trend everywhere, definitely, but I can speak about the agency and the type of agencies that are skewed like us, who are more towards performance marketing. So one heavy hiring that we do is on full stack performance marketers. The second one is on people who can strategize on social media. That is again somebody who can come up with a influencer marketing strategy or content marketing strategy. This is the other bit of people who are also needed right now. The other major stream that is also picking up right now is at the creative side, because the platforms, the reach, placements is now has become same for everybody. Right?
Yes.
It's no more a differentiator of somebody not being able to advertise on a certain platform anymore. So what creates the difference and what gives the extra edge to the business is what are we communicating? How are we communicating? Are we doing static ads? Are we doing short form videos? Are we doing podcasts? Are we doing influencer videos? Different things. So strategizing this, ensuring these are done. So the creative team is also important today. Similar to how things are evolving in performance marketing space at your Google side, your Facebook side, on all these platforms. Similarly, on the flip side, there is a lot of evolution and things happening at the Adobe side, Canva side, where a lot of operational basic works are being automated today.
Graphic designing and all.
Graphic designing and all of that. So
Okay.
now there is, like I'm talking about full stack performance marketer, soon will be the days people will start talking about full stack designers. Previously, doing a static design was definitely a skill set, but today with so much of automation, with so much of support systems coming in like Canva and things like that, no more a differentiator. Now we use a lot of mid journey at our agency. We stopped using the stock. Even the videos that are happening, you just put up a full length video into a tool and it will give you the cuts
Yes.
into the reels. You don't have to do that anymore. Right? There are tools like CapCut and a lot more that have come up, which is helping you edit a video on your mobile, and it is
Yeah.
extremely engaging. All the B-rolls that we see happening on these short form videos, all these are happening through these tools like this, right? So the evolution on the creative side is extremely high. So I think people have to catch up to that to stay uptrend.
Okay. With the trend, digital Medha is also teaching graphic designing and video editing. You can see now full stack digital marketer with designers. In future, you
Yes,
can have
yes.
students from
Very
here.
excited, and like you mentioned, we also have a lot of people who have joined in from Digital Medha, and they have been extremely brilliant in their core basic understanding. And right after that, definitely they fit into the process and they start working efficiently as per the process, right? So we're definitely very happy with that.
So we make sure they work on every area and get
Yes,
perfect in
we'll
it.
be looking forward to that.
Sure, we will looking forward for that as well. Other thing being on this, like how important is the communication skill for the digital marketer out there who have a knowledge on the subject but lack in communication?
I think today communication stands on top. It helps deliver the clarity of thought. What is the thought process that you have? If I have to explain it to you, it's communication, right? In any mode. So today, communication is not just referred to just having English communication skill set. But again, for example, if you want to use Chat GPTs or Mid Journeys, you have to give a prompt of
Yes.
what you want. You're getting a thought in your mind, a very nice visual that in your mind, but then unless you are able to articulate it in a prompt to either ChatGPT or to Midjourney or to Luma, they will not understand of what output to give it to you, right? And today and tomorrow, going forward, digital marketers and performance marketers career and life is completely going to be revolving around these support system of AI tools that are coming up right now, and a lot more that are coming up in future. So yes, I would rate it the number one, having the communication for a digital marketer.
So now we have talked about AI. So do you think AI will replace the job or will give more jobs in future?
Very controversial, definitely. But lately, it's been a while that AI has come into our space, right? Barring a prompt engineer, there are no other new roles that we are hearing of, which are post AI coming into the picture, right? So I don't really see more jobs being created by AI. Rather, I would say it will limit the jobs. All that one has to do is master the AI in their own space, right? Because even for a prompt engineer, he has to be a subject matter expert,
Yeah.
right? So even only a prompt engineer will evolve only from that subject matter expertise. There can be no training specially given for somebody being a prompt engineer. It's an evolution of their subject matter expertise. So AI giving more jobs, I have not seen it so far happening, but AI taking away jobs might definitely happen if you don't see AI as your best friend. Right?
Okay.
Consider AI as your best friend, and together you try and build something more and raise your benchmark. But if you compete with AI, maybe that's the wrong way to look at.
Okay. So is it going to affect any of the digital marketing jobs?
It might, definitely. It could be hard to listen, but yes, it might, definitely. Because what also we are doing as an agency very consciously is, previously we used to start looking at building the capacity by hiring more people internally, right? But right now the mindset is shifting. If it's shifting for us, I'm sure it's shifting for every other agency that's operating. So the shift is happening around how do I increase the efficiency by adding more tools with the same set of people.
Okay.
So if I'm able to service 30 clients with 60 people, how do I serve 50 clients with 65 people and not 100 people, right? So this is the mindset that we are working on. So I'm sure if it has influenced us, it means it has definitely created the dent.
Okay. So what would you say to the candidates who are learning digital marketing now?
There's huge scope in digital marketing, definitely. It is evolving with a rapid pace. So with this evolution, I have not seen the other industries evolving as much as a digital marketing field has been evolving ever since it has popped in. So I would only say try and have more concentration and awareness on what's happening into your space. Choose your strength area. In digital marketing is too vast. Don't try and be on the surface. Choose a strength area and go deeper. That is any day going to fetch better results, because you as a person will be able to add more value to any company or an agency or an in-house brand, to anybody, if you have the deeper strength. But if you're on the surface level, I don't think so.
Okay, from your 8 years of experience that you have come this far, what is the one quality everyone should have when growing in business or starting a business or starting somewhere in career?
I think one thing that has helped me particularly is, again, from a marketer mindset, experiment more. Don't hesitate to experiment. The only mantra that we follow at 3DM also, or for me personally, is um, I love experimenting, and love experiment, explore more. Definitely, there's no it should not be randomly explored. You need to have a clarity on what you're exploring and what needs to be achieved with that particular exploration, right? So for me, experimenting, failing, fail fast, learn fast. I think that particularly applies to me, our agency, everybody at 3DM, and for me personally also.
Okay, that's so nice. Okay, let's have one quick rapid fire round. It's like
Sure.
choose options, which we use in story. So
Yes.
it's instead of stories, I'll ask you. So it's mountain or river, like beaches. Mountain
Mountains.
and beach. Okay. South Indian or North Indian?
South Indian.
SEO or Google Ads?
Google Ads.
Lead generation or conversion campaigns?
Lead generation.
Okay, digital marketing or performance marketing?
Performance marketing.
Okay, digital Medha or other candidates?
Definitely digital Medha.
Okay, so one advice you would like to give every student out there who are looking forward to start their career in anything, be it business, digital marketing, or anything?
I think keeping yourself open for new learnings and trying to understand the insight into every learning. I think that is very much needed right now. Any field, any industry that you choose, because just being on the surface level is too overrated today and outdated. So just going one step deeper and one step deeper in any field that you choose, I think that is the mindset that is needed.
Thank you, Sharath. I have learned a lot from you, and I'm pretty sure audience will do too. It was nice having you here.
Great.
And it was fun conversation we had today.
Me too, me too. It was great having conversation with you, and also having a quick recap onto the journey that we had so far. I think it is feeling a little nostalgic for me as well to quickly recollect onto those memories. Thank you for having me today.
Thank you.